is this garbage? No way. Ooh, this guy thinks he's Captain Knots. Thinks he's Captain Tying Knots. When everyone needs some knots tied, they go to him.
Rock and roll is very simple. Just 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is rock and roll. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Välkommen till livestreamen.
What's going on, my friends? I had to finish the entire Jurassic Park intro. What is going on? Yeah, banger, right? What's going on, guys? I appreciate you all stopping by. It means a lot. We are going to be finishing up this Limitless solo and potentially moving on to the other guest solo for Physico from the Zach Nella thing. Or moving on to my solo album. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to completely finish the recording of it. We'll see how good I'm doing. But at least I'm going to finish, I think, writing all the parts so I can rehearse it a little bit more on my own and then do the recording. So, yeah, awesome. Well, it's cool that all you guys are stopping by here. What are you guys up to today? Anything cool? Anything exciting going on I keep thinking it's Saturday, but I did that on Tuesday too when I was streaming. Before we get going, I definitely should thank the sponsors. Limitless Cables for one. That's pretty much what this song is for. It's for a playthrough video with tablature and backing track and recording files released with it and all kinds of. It'll be pretty cool. For this. So thank you, Limitless Cables. Also thanks to Resistance Publishing for sponsoring as well. They have the new November's Doom bass tab and guitar tabs are out. And then my solo album will be tabbed through them and released as a physical book as well. It's been a while since I've done physical copies of a product like that, so it's going to be pretty cool. Got that, definitely. Who am I? I'm forgetting, I'm forgetting myself as a sponsor. That's right. We've also got Huntley Guitar Lessons and Dissonant Harmony. So be sure to check all of those out. Jen will be throwing the links in the chat throughout. And also, so if you saw that it is a giveaway stream, so what we're doing is all of you people that have been participating in the chat, you are entered into a drawing at the end, and we announce a winner Tuesday's winner was Zach Deddy 74. I think I got his name right. So basically, if you win the day, you can claim a free lesson. You can do a little bit of studio time, whatever. You can put it towards whatever, even like products on my website, former releases or instructional products, whatever. And the grand prize is a scholarship for the full month of lessons, or if it's studio time, we can make that work. So anyway, it's a way of giving back, saying thanks. Like I was saying on the last stream, we are super close to hitting it. We're like 0.2 of a person off of the average. So yeah. What's up, Seth? What's your legitimate question? Yeah, and I should say this too. I know sometimes people felt like they would be like interrupting or disrupting the flow or anything like that. My brain goes all over the place anyway, so don't worry about that. Just if you have any questions or want to shout something out, whatever, put it in there. It's the more you guys participate, the more fun it is, and the more it's cool for me because I get to know you guys and help out more. I could work a lot faster alone, but it's not as fun. So, oh shit. Okay, so Seth's asking about the Arroyo 121 is one of the coolest microphone combinations for guitar that I've used. So Arroyo 121 with like an SM57. I'm trying to think. Seth, wait, redid your guitars? What do you mean? Seth's the guy that I do the podcast with. He's also, Rick, the guy that had that. Are you asking about that baritone acoustic? Because that's Seth. I cannot for the life of me remember what that microphone was, though. Shit, man. Oh my god, that's gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna have to think about that and get back to you, man. Yeah, those guitars are nice. That's actually, so for my solo album, you guys have really only heard the electric songs. There is an acoustic song on there, kind of a little bit of a percussive acoustic thing that will be one of the songs on there. And I recorded that with Seth on that guitar. Super cool. Okay, so I feel like I'm forgetting. One other thing I was just going to bring up. Like I said, we're super close to hitting those goals. And when we do hit the goals, I mean, obviously that's nice to be, the affiliate and everything with Twitch, but it's going to let us have able to do more for the streams and for you guys. So one thing that we definitely want to know about is if there's any sort of content or thing for this, something for the stream, like a topic or type of stream that you would like to see that you think would be helpful or fun or anything like that, let us know. So far, it seems like people enjoy watching work as I do like the creative stuff, but then there's a lot of people that are looking for some more like lesson-based streams. So I've brought up the idea before about doing like boot camps for technique and for music theory and stuff like that. We can do things where like a viewer's choice, where you guys basically throw a bunch of stuff at me and I have to write the music based on that. Like, there's all kinds of things that have been ideas that have been thrown out, but if you have any, let us know. Honestly, Seth, I don't know if it is the R14. I can't remember. I'm having a hard time remembering where I would have seen that information or where I was talking about it, to like trigger it. Yeah, so right now that's school and homework. I just saw that one. Lo siento. What homework do you have there, Skirt? Cool. So let's give this a go. Let me just make sure I actually have like a lead sound set up. I do not. And if I remember correctly, I think the one that sounded, was it the space lead from Andy Sneap? Let's turn that down just a bit. That might have been the one we were using. Well, if it's not, we can always change it, right? Seth, are you looking for that microphone for for a project or something like that, or are you just trying to remember? Let's see how it goes with no warm-up or anything, or plan. Let's make that louder. Is that better? Alright, so here's the question. I want to put like the sweep picking bit. We were talking a bit about this last time. Where would you think you would want to hear it? More over this part? I don't know. What are you thinking? I'll give you a little demo of improvising it. The thing that I'm thinking probably over this part because there's more chords. So it might be a little bit more interesting than just having one continuous B minor arpeggio or something. Alright, so right here. Let me turn this count in back on. Alright, so the chord progression here for those of you nerds out there that want to know about that. We've got B minor for this part, going to a D, going to an A, to a G, with a Neapolitan briefly at the end, so a C chord. And then it goes B minor to D, F sharp minor, A, C sharp diminished. So, let's try it. The second part, yeah, sorry, I just started reading that. So I think the second part leaves more space for something more expressive. That like start-stoppy kind of thing. Right there kind of stuff. I mean, but way cooler melody. Ooh, hoo, hoo. We might have to do arpeggios string skipped. Damn, this would be, this is why I wish I was better at tapping. Tapping's not like my go-to technique, but people that do this stuff, all, like, that'd be so much easier, right? Just, it's not that bad. I don't know. It's not as aggressive, though. The other thing is, it's like, this is a weird tempo for me for the speed stuff because it's 165. If it were a little bit faster, the 16th notes would be pretty burning. Right now, the triplets are really flying. And actually here, you guys, I know you guys can't hear it, but ideas as they come up. Yeah, for the reamping, that's cool, man. The I'll figure out what it is. It's driving me crazy right now. But yeah, so we've got some pretty crazy, like the triplet stuff. It's just so fast. And the cool thing is there's a repeat, right? So we've got like the second time through this. It does sound familiar. Not sure though. All right, let's see that phrase at the beginning. Well, that's a whole bunch of slides. Jeez. So for those musicians out there, what kind of shit are you guys practicing? What are you like? What have you been working on lately? I'm always curious, especially as a teacher, what people are working on. I know some of the guys out there are students, but like in general, what are some of the things that you've been trying to accomplish? Let's see. How long of a fill? 2 measures? Holy shit, that's hard. Oh, nice. That's aw, Rick, don't be sad. Yeah, that Atkins book, I should put a link up for it, because for those of you that haven't checked it out before, Seth and I do that podcast, and Zach was one of the guests on there, but he has a really, really it's popular. I was trying to think of like, I don't know, I was gonna say bestseller, but I don't know if it is. But anyway, he's got a great book for guitar stuff, like techniques and everything. Yeah, Caesar, that's got to be crazy, right? You're just gonna have to get Josie to start. Caesar has a new baby. You gotta get her playing early, right? Just start making her listen to Mastodon and stuff. Thanks, Seth. So let me write this actually out. So my problem is I play slight variations of it and constantly fuck it up. So what I want to do, make that rest. Okay, so my timing was I was adding one extra note. Note 9. Do it as a slide. That's lose dexterity for sure. Yeah, a lot of times like endurance and things like that suffer when if you're not doing it as much. I wonder I'm curious if kids overall, especially babies, if they would prefer acoustic or electric sounds, because like I feel like the acoustic there's like something about the pitch, or it's like so much louder or something, but it freaks my dogs out for sure. And now kids are dogs, but kind of no, but kids too have. I feel like it's like the sudden noise of it, maybe just that it's just that. Kids are dogs that cry. It's better. Why does this feel so... The dogs prefer the distorted guitar, preferably low-tuned stuff. I see it like so, cranking stuff like crazy stuff would be fine, but doing anything, you bet lizards love metal. What's the reasoning behind that? Well, that wasn't good at all. Rough idea. There we go. The most incompetent. Oh, yeah, fuck that. But we'll have that little. Like I said, this is about planning it, right? So we've got that phrase, and then. One part for this. So slow sort of thing, little fast thing at the end. That little pentatonic thing kind of fits well in there. They do look the part, that's for sure. They also, we used to have lizards when I was little, but when they cool themselves off, they kind of headbang. So, makes sense. This is my cue. just like what's going on in my head that I'm having a little bit of an issue with here is this dissonance. And it's not crazy, but the I have to be a little bit more careful with the melody notes over that, which is kind of why I was thinking we'll do something fast. Because if I do... That Neapolitan is so short. Wanted to hit it early. Maybe add. I want to actually. Of course, I make the one of the faster parts that will be on here diminished. It builds up at the end, so I might actually. I'm debating on the faster part being at this one or at this one, because I do have a cool idea already. This part actually I wrote out already. Yeah, there's some wild phrasing in there, so when you can hear it. Maybe like a little. I think I'm not gonna play anything at the end there and just do the riff because it sounds cool. But okay. All right, let's see. Let's work. How? Yeah, fuck, those are fast. Because if we're doing here. Man, the emojis on here. Thanks, Caesar. The emojis on here are hilarious sometimes. Like they're so different. It's especially when you're blind. I didn't realize it was even a hand like that. But the faces and stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, we're gonna do something here. I'm debating on six. Let's see. So we have. Like eighth note, we could do something kind of melodic with arpeggios. Not crazy time for it, but a bit on this part real quick, because this phrase and if you're wondering why I'm learning my own solo, it's because I wrote it out first and wasn't paying attention to how to play it. Actually, for any of you guys that use Guitar Pro, there is the equivalent in Tux Guitar, which is the free software. But one little shortcut that's like is a fucking lifesaver is when you have a note selected using the Alt key, you can move that note to a different string. So as you're figuring out fingerings and stuff like that, because I know for a bunch of you guys, like the consistent, we've a bunch of us in that have done lessons together. We've talked about that where you're doing everything really well, but there's a few inconsistencies with what finger you're using for what, or consistencies with your picking hand, and that's the only thing that's throwing you off. So a lot of times there's more efficient ways of playing something, like this little part at the end here with the right there with those sweeps. I could play that, in a different spot instead of doing the other inversion. Move it down or something. But right now, I think this is. What the fuck was I thinking with this? Like, that's a perfect example. What I have written here is stupid. Because what that has me... Yeah, Rick, for sure. It's everybody, though, right? Like, especially like, so if you're learning like right here, I'll just this is not going to be a good fingering. If we were to look at what we're doing, it's fine moving up, I think. But then I have to go. I mean, you can. It's doable, but we could also. Figure out which way to go. But yeah, I mean, like, if you're playing, let's just like a scale, just to demonstrate. You see me miss the screen completely. But as you go through that, right, keeping that fingering consistent makes a huge difference. Keeping your hand in like a really consistent pattern as you play across. All that kind of stuff. So. All right, let me ask you guys this, especially for the guitar players out there. What's the hardest technique for you currently? Or hardest thing that you're trying to, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily have to be a technique. I guess it could be something like theory or something, but there's specific patterns that really mess with my head more than others. And they tend to be practicing. Hey, that's very valid. Yeah, practicing is good, right? I forgot I wrote that part. Jeez. Murderface's bass solo. Seth, do you have the recording that Jeff did of that? Oh, dude, post that. You should show Rick. Rick, you're gonna love if Seth can post this. I think I was telling you about this, but this is our buddy Jeff that did the did a Murderface style bass solo. So Seth, you were officially diagnosed then, and then because I can completely understand that hyper focus thing, but for me being bipolar, it's more when I'm manic. Not so much probably that way. It's your ringtone. That's fucking epic. But yeah, I gotcha. I know what you mean with the unofficially, but like the DSM, right, with the diagnostic thing, they the pages for what like to be officially diagnosed, there's so many like qualifications, so yeah, you can have a pretty good idea but not be officially, whatever. Yeah. Caesar, are there certain things that you are struggling with the speed in particular? Like, is it in riffs, or is it like some of the other stuff that we've talked about, like the newer techniques for you and stuff? Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, Seth has an OnlyFans. Oh, man. I mean, he's been busy with his side hustle. That's why we haven't done a podcast in the last week or so. No, he was in one of the cooler states. Left hand for sure. So see, like Caesar, when you're playing anything, especially if it probably would be easier to maybe film it and like watch it and analyze it. But with left hand movement and like setting yourself up and everything, a lot of times that starts with people being like too tense. So either sort of like subconsciously getting anxious about like a chord transition or some note you have to reach that's a pain in the ass or whatever. So you see this, like people sometimes call it like flying pinky syndrome, where your fingers go really far away from the fretboard. That happened to me when I would try and like muscle through it. So as I relaxed, the motions and everything got a lot easier. So I mean, that's definitely something to pay attention to. And then just making sure you're setting yourself up. So like, this is a good example I see constantly with people like in their lead playing, or riffs too, but it tends to be isolated in the lead playing. But if you're playing like, let's just say the major scale, A major or whatever. If we're playing that, what happens to a lot of people is they kind of there's like a pause in between there, which we don't want. So if you can, generally speaking. Oh, thanks, Jen. Yeah, that's a little exercise too that helps with that. If you are fretting, like, you really don't have to fret hard. When you first start playing, it feels like you have to like sit here and like strangle the thing, right? Like just to make it make a noise and not sound muted or whatever. But as you relax more and get more comfortable and confident, like I barely am. I'm fretting just enough to make the noise. But like if you were to press too hard, and this is a big issue with people like say getting used to bar chords, they might be playing it but they're pushing down too hard, and then they end up sounding like that, right? Pulling it out. And what's up, Lance? How are you, man? Yeah, like when they're playing the bar chords, right? They'll pull it a little bit too sharp, and it just like that's just even just pushing down. You can bend the note a lot. So trying to pay attention to your left hand, and like I said, film it. A lot of times for me, I found that if I filmed it from like this angle, if that makes any sense, so I could see kind of the gap here and stuff, it helped me. But I could definitely see, like, just knowing you, that there's probably at least a little bit of what I was just bringing up. But if there's like a specific example or something like that, just, if you do a little, text me a little video or something. I can check it out and kind of see if there's anything to really bring up. You guys and your OnlyFans. Jesus, so I gotta see how fast if that's actually something I want to do. Because that's... Almost. Yeah, there's I actually should have finished my thought. I got distracted with whatever. When you are trying to, when you're practicing relaxing, the only time that I find that there are going to be times, I should say, where you have to tense up a little bit to make something happen, to get a certain sound or whatever, but then you train yourself to like relax immediately right after that. It's the hard grip thing is it's a hard habit to break. But if you're focusing only on like you were bringing up speed, right? if you don't focus so much on just breaking your speed records, but try and focus a little bit more on like the endurance of things. So like bump the speed you're practicing not to 100%, but like to 90%. You'll have more energy to focus on all the like the important things and clean it up, and you know, the speed will come as a result of being accurate. You know, it's pretty hard to speed up shit. Well, I guess you can play shit faster, but I think it makes sense for us. The steering wheel for sure. Yeah, I mean, right now I've as some of you guys know, I've been kind of getting back into art and like practicing it. Jen and I are doing a anatomy class for drawing and stuff. I have the worst death grip. I have like a callus where my finger is shaped almost differently because of the way that I grip the pen too tightly, and it hurts. You know. But the only time that I do grip a lot or hard is for things like bends and vibrato. So if I especially do both, right? Right, something like that. Definitely need to grip it more. No, we're trying. We haven't even gotten past the skeleton yet. I like, even if I was an amazing artist, I'd be so intimidated to actually draw someone right to their face or to their ass or whatever I guess we're drawing. Yeah, that's funny. I feel like it turned out like a disrespectful caricature on accident. There's some brutal parts that I wrote for that. Right there, I got this pivot point thing. Something like that. rhythmically, though, like the 16th note sounds so much better. But then those, but it doesn't really fit as nice. And out of tune. Oop, this is not even the right guitar. I'm using the same plugin on like 10 tracks. Can't ever remember which one's which. I don't know what's come over me, but I've got some, there's a bunch of guitars that look really cool that I would like to purchase. I saw a really cool 7-string Telly kind of thing that I like. From ESP. That one seemed pretty solid. Some of the, even some of the, like actually some of the Schecters that, the Banshee, is that what it's called? That one looks awesome. I can tell myself that I need other guitars, but I really don't. I want the one that Seth and Rick have, right? I don't know the exact model. A baritone acoustic. And I really want the Godin 7-string classical. That one's awesome. Like the nylon string. Super cool. I remember it's Ibanez. Is it like a specific model? Because it's like, it's got the fancy vine inlay and stuff, but it's not like Steve Vai's. It's cool though. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm still trying to think of that microphone too. Oh, by the 7-string. It's not. Oopsies, what happened there? No, I probably started playing 7-string maybe a year. Maybe about a year or so. After I started playing electric, I would guess. So maybe like a year and a half and 2 years, or a year and a half or 2 years, I mean, into playing, I switched to a 7-string pretty much exclusively. I think they're cool. I think that they, thanks Seth. Yeah, the AE. Yeah, I think, I mean, it's just an extended range. It's not that big of a deal, to play a 7-string. It is weird to play like, I haven't had this on the string for a while, but like my 8-string, this would be intimidating, right? But the 8-string on mine, it's not a low and another low, it's one in each direction. So I actually have like a different first string that really messes with you, but when you only have the 7-string, you're just adding a low string on the bottom, right? So it's, it doesn't make it feel as awkward as you might think. It's just an extension, so you can still play everything else. You can play everything that you normally would be able to play, plus go lower. So I mean, like I can show you on this, like the range of this is nuts. I got the high A string on this because I was working with this keyboard player and had to play a bunch of his keyboard parts on guitar, like in harmony and stuff, and it made it way easier because I didn't have to jump around as much. You know, so I mean, this thing that's stupid high. I would never, be playing way up there, but like. But that one guitar I was using, that was the Ernie Ball Music Man 7-string, the John Petrucci one. That one's really cool because it has multiple outputs for different sounds as a studio guitar. But yeah, tons of people use 7-strings now. They're super common. 8-strings are even getting common. Common might be the wrong word, but a hell of a lot more popular. That's for sure. This is interesting. This sounds tonally so different than the other one. Let's see. I'll show you how much it messes. You can mess with your head. I'm gonna jump in on. It's so cool to be able to hit that though, where you can just extend. You know, go wherever you want. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to the guitar that I have everything set up for. If you want to see that guitar being used, that's the one I'm doing the tribute song with, and we'll be back to that hopefully soon. I sent some stuff out and just am awaiting review. Doesn't seem to slow. I just hit so many bad notes there. They were all a mess up. 100% incorrect, right? Just if you hit a wrong note, hit it again. So it sounds like it's on purpose. This melody. Part's gonna. Nice. Anytime I have like the start-stop kind of riffs like this, I just wish I was Paul Wardingham. He is so good. All right. So if we were playing around with these, this phrase is kind of a bitch. This is a fast major scale run. Move it around. Huh. Let me see. Oh, I thought that was a question related for this. All right. That pattern right there is. Oh. I don't know. That part's cool too with doing those. I can't figure out the sequence I quite want. 1, 2, 3. Reading sheet music is something that I just don't get. I have a better ear. I'm guessing so you're saying, yeah, the reading is weird. But you just are you saying you rely on your ear and that's feeling pretty good, or are you saying that you? I think that's what you're saying. So, in all honesty, like, depending on what your goals are, sheet music may or may not be a thing that you ever need to learn. I'm sure there are some people that, I mean, you're going to learn some stuff with where it's like what the types of notes are, not necessarily on the sheet music, but like what a whole note is, what a quarter note is, like the duration of the notes. I mean, if you're looking at Guitar Pro, this stuff, right? There are things that are important, but when I'm looking at this standard sheet music up here, the top part of that, I'm only looking at that for the rhythm. The tablature makes a lot more sense. I mean, I can read that and everything, but this tells me exactly where to play it, right? So on a guitar, when you're playing something, if we had like, I don't know, the note B, C, or B, C, D, I could play that, or E, F, sharp, G, whatever, it doesn't matter. Here, we'll do the E one because it'll be more. Right, you can play it on 6 of the strings, so it's like, which one do you play? If you're doing classical music, you're doing jazz, you'll definitely see this sheet music for like the melodies. But even in that, it'll have the melody as a guitar player isn't going to be what you're going to play most of the time. You're probably going to be backing up more with the foundation of the jazz group, with chords and stuff, and those will be on there as well. So unless you're, if you're more of like a rock guy or a pop guy or whatever, like, yeah, sheet music isn't super prevalent for us. For me, like, I mean, I work full time as a musician, and I maybe use sheet music a handful of times a year. Probably not even probably about 10 times a year, It's either when I pick a song from someone like, it could be a lot of things, but like if I were to, maybe I want to learn a piano prelude, but put it on guitar, or, something from another instrument, or if I'm writing something out in the studio to give to somebody else, I'll do that. But especially with MIDI and being able to program everything now, there's really it's not as needed, right? Because I can just look at this and see my notes on the side. I think what's important is understanding music theory and understanding like how music works essentially, and then whether or not how you write that doesn't really matter, right? But the concepts are all the same. I've seen a lot of people waste a lot of time getting really good at sight reading to never have to sight read, So Don't want to do that. Those reverse ones are weird. If you're ever looking for a simple to understand but awkward pattern just to kind of get your brain thinking differently, reverse every string for a scale. So taking like G minor instead of... Right? Here we go. Or... Yeah, exactly. I don't play cello. It would probably sound pretty bad. I have no technique whatsoever with a bow. Or I'm not very good with fretless instruments, right? So, yeah, but the songwriting, the concepts are the same with music theory. So, whatever we were talking about last time, whatever I said, I'm sure it's 100% right. You guys are making me work hard. Oh, and thanks again, by the way, for the recent follows, like Rusty Nail, Mike, Mad. Oh, that was from yesterday. Just right now, I appreciate you guys. We are super close, like I was saying at the beginning. I might as well say it again. To be transparent, we're so close to hitting the goals for like the affiliate thing and everything on Twitch, and I really really do appreciate all your support. So everyone that's in here and has chatted, can I play Little Peep? I don't even know if I know that song. Let me look it up real quick. I need a break from this thing anyway. Let me. How does the copyright stuff on Twitch work? I shouldn't play his song, but I can play my version of it. Let's see. All right, I'm going to mute this for 1 second. Yeah, so that beginning part, that's just a whole bunch of power chords that it would be if I could hear me. That's cool. The I don't know much about the guy. The and actually what would be cool is to do a like this would be fun. It actually sounds like it'd be a fun thing to do, kind of like a bigger rock kind of cover of just getting those you know, the bass parts and everything in there. That's cool. You know, so I was asking earlier with people, we are, since we're so close to hitting those goals, once we do, it's going to open up the doors for us to do more streams for you guys, and based on what you guys want to see. So like, if you do want to see like like playing songs and learning that sort of thing, if you're interested more in like someone was challenging me to do like a blindfolded thing, right? Like I'll do it. It'll be fun to do whatever. But some people want more of like, you know, structured class sort of thing. So I'll be doing like boot camps and things like that. But definitely want. I will not be doing a hot tub stream. Sorry guys. I don't have a hot tub. Yeah. Well, I'll definitely have to. I'm gonna make myself a little note of that, but that'd be fun to, because it's learning stuff quickly. I've gotten pretty good at that. So like, I just haven't looked into the. I'm not sure on like the copyright stuff for Twitch, because like I said, so as long as I have that stuff, I could totally. That'd be fun, especially with different styles and stuff. I have to redeem myself. I dropped the fucking ball. To switch back and forth. I really don't think you guys need to want to see a hot tub stream. That's hilarious. One of my buddies apparently ended up dressing up like Buzz Lightyear for some reason. What's up, Vito? Ladies and gentlemen, Resistance Publishing himself. You guys, Vito's awesome. You guys should check him out too. If I don't know. I don't know if I've seen you streaming too much here. lately. But like I was saying, you've got his publishing company and everything to check out. The new the Bass Tab was released recently, and it's always good to check out November's Doom stuff. He's a little guy. Yeah, when you get back into it, let me know. It'd be cool to check it out again. I remember you were last time you were on when you were on a more consistent streaming schedule. I just barely missed you all the time because of my teaching schedule. But I hope your day is going. You're gonna get Vito in on trying to convince me to do that. Here, this is the better idea. Yes, Vito, Seth, Rick, you're invited. We'll do a group stream in the hot tub and terrify people so that category just disappears. Just everybody's tall and hairy. Yeah, there you go. Fingers do not feel like they're cooperating. I'm just gonna keep blaming it on everything but my lack of practice on this, huh? Yeah, it blows my mind, some of the stuff that people I haven't gone down that rabbit hole investigating really, but it seems like there's a stream for everything. It's dangerous territory. Alright, let's see. So let's do... decided to completely change the key. Trying to figure out that one. I haven't used those in something in a while. I really like the voicings of the sound of those. So, especially if you're doing like say a second inversion arpeggio, major or minor, or you can change that. A lot of times people change the melody note of sweeps, right? Where you have like maybe you do it with the tap. Finger tabs. That sort of shit. Changing other notes, I think, is often overlooked, and it sounds really badass. So, say we had B minor. Make it B sus. So if we're thinking about our notes for the theory dorks out there. 5. We're in second inversion. 5th, 1st, 3rd. Or minor 3rd if you want to be specific. Right there, so 5, 1, 2. What is what song is that? Oh, it's a Santana song. I haven't listened to him forever, that's why. Anyway, so let's try doing... some of those in there, so... Ooh, actually I could do those 4s. God damn, those are hard. Actually, I should think of it like the arpeggios at the beginning are kind of interesting. I think I mentioned it a little bit last time, but it's technically the same voicing of the chord, where it's doing this twice, even though in the chord D major 7, B minor 7, kind of gives it a different feel. I think it's pretty sweet. Oh boy. So I'm gonna notate a few of these ideas. Like I said, for me, if I don't get them all put out there, it's not gonna end up happening. So for these sweeps, what are we gonna do it here? Let's do it for this part. Okay, so B minor. So for those of you that don't, I don't tend to write directly into Guitar Pro, but if you were, just as something that's, why can't, oh, there it is. Right there. So I have this, you set it up for your key, and then you can just click directly on here what you want to hit. So let's say we wanted to see what 16th notes, because like, you know, whatever the fuck. That's funny. Those random notes actually kind of triggered a little something. Let's see. Oops. Oh, jeez. These little tongue twister things are so hard to build up speed with. Maybe one day I'll get it when I grow up. But let's see. So if we have, I know that's not interesting for you not being able to see it, so I'm just trying to notate a few of these. And then the other one I wanted to do was the sus. So you can actually see the notes that I was talking about on here. Let's see if I can make this specific bigger. Hell yeah. So if I'm doing the, I think I was saying for like that D major chord. Right there. So you got the notes D, F sharp, and A. If you change that F sharp, which is the third, down to the E. Sounds. So here. That little part right there. It's just. Right there. Get some cool sounds with it. They're often overlooked. Extended arpeggios. We could do this with like, I want it more aggressive for this part. Let's see, F sharp, let's just give it a play. I need a little breather from thinking about that one spot. Just, might as well mess up all over the whole song, right? Marty Friedman powers right there to get that. Dude, my ring finger is starting to go numb from all these stupid bends. Oh my god. Man. But those bends, those are just a little side note for phrasing. If you're looking for something pretty damn cool to do, Marty Friedman is a great example of this. But like singers and stuff, they don't always just hit the note. A lot of times they do like a little bit of a scoop into the note, if that makes sense, especially the higher ones. And if you bend on a guitar from a note that is not part of your key, so it's a completely wrong note, but you bend it until it sounds right, which is just going to be a half step, it sounds awesome. So let me stop hitting my head on the mic. Yeah, so let's just say we're like this song is in B minor. So. Middle finger note would not be. All those bends are not in key. Let's try adding a little bit of this. You know, let's see about. This is the space. I wanted to try the. Let's see what his lead sounds like. Is that maybe Totally Whales, dude? Definitely seems a little louder. Is someone knocking? Oh. So what do you guys think? Single string kind of build up at the end of this part? So there's part one more time, and then it goes into that kind of diminished tone. Tapping idea might actually work pretty well there. Oh dang. Okay, so I'm gonna go for like maybe 15 more minutes or something like that today before I have to start teaching. So I should do this before I forget. Single string. Yeah, just playing something on. I just meant like. Just using that open string to kind of help move. That sort of thing. Thought I was going up. Yeah, before I forget though, like you saw in the title, I'm guessing, this is a giveaway stream. So anyone who has participated in the chat has been entered so far into the drawing for today and for the grand prize. Today's winner we'll reach out to we'll message right away, whisper, whatever it's called on Twitch, and post it on social media who the winner is after this. The daily winner gets a free lesson or anything from my web store. And then anybody, like I said, is entered into anytime you come. So like if you're on the chat or participate on Saturday, you're entered again. And basically what ends up happening is the grand prize gets a scholarship for a full month of lessons and pretty much a package with everything. So if you're interested in that, all you have to do is just say hello in the chat, do something like that, and that's awesome. I appreciate all the support so far from you guys, and I'm looking forward to being able to bring a bunch more cool content for you guys. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, for me, it's just a lot of fun because I'm not working by myself. I'm not so ronery. So ronery. We should make a metal version of that song. Alright, so there's going to be that diminished part at the end there. This sounds kind of lame playing cadences just over and over again. But how many notes do I need total? And on the big pinch. Alright. Keeps. There we go. Alright. Let's. My watch is yelling at me for sitting too long. That's alright. Alright, let me. See, maybe I should do it where it's not symmetrical. You know, where it's just like right, that pattern I was doing originally, right? The 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It's like groups of 4. Do groups of 4, but with different numbers of accents. We were talking a bit at the beginning about techniques that just mess with you. Open strings is one that I always did. Like, you know, if you all those open, I can play all this sort of stuff. But the open strings always have messed with me. I'll get it one day. I just have to keep. So. Was that Arch Enemy's new song? I wonder. All right, let me write this. This is what I should have been doing the whole time, is writing this shit out on this. Let's see, so what measure is this? We were doing 2 measures before, correct? Oops. All right, so that's the first part of school. Alright, so ooh. Oh, so it does go F sharp minor to C sharp. Okay. Let me put the pull off here so I remember. Okay, so that's a cool pattern right there. It's a little bit different than what I've done in the past. So right here, just to show you this real quick, and then we'll do one more take through the song, and then we'll call it a day. But I've got. Oh, sorry. And then. Yeah, so this is where I would need to want to play this in a different spot. So I'm gonna move this. 16, 18, 19. That'll work. Alright, let's quit that. Here we go. Again, guys, I really appreciate you joining in. And if you do want to be entered into the giveaway, you got to put something in the chat real quick. You can just give me the middle finger or say hello or make fun of all the mistakes I make right now. But if you want to be entered for today, just put something in the chat. I think there were some people here that... let me check something real quick. Seeing if... I do not see him on... I think he is. Alex, are you on right now? If you are, I think I see you, Rusty Nail. But if I don't know if I saw you pop up in the chat or not, but I see you watching. So yeah, guys like you, if you haven't, right, Jen's been keeping track too. So, anyway, but let's give this one more take. Again, you guys, thanks so much. Really appreciate you supporting me and helping out. I'm looking forward to giving back more to you guys. Let's see how this goes. We're getting there. I think next time I stream this, I'm gonna end up doing the just the final recording. No noodling around. And I don't want to use this. Let's do this without this tone. I think I like the space one better. The indie sneak sort of sound. Anything cool going on for you guys the rest of the day? Not drop. That's enough of that shenanigans. You guys are the best. Let me know if oh, we gotta raid somebody. Help me pick someone to raid. My computer gets slow when I try and do this. So we want to raid some. Let me look on my phone. Pull up Twitch. Thanks, dude. I appreciate you guys. The wheelie wheelies. It'll be better once I actually, I just have to finalize what I'm going to do. I think I'll be doing that next Saturday. I'll be working, I think, on my solo album. So this is probably next week we'll be finishing this one up. All right. Anyone have, let's see. I think I did the guy like that yesterday. Oh, dude, let's go over to Heafy's channel. All right, everybody, we're gonna go raid this dude. He's obviously a great. he doesn't. You know, he's Oop, wait, what's this? Yeah, let's do. Let's go over to the guys. Why not? So, bear with me because I did it for the first time, but let's do it. I appreciate you guys. Much love and have a great rest of your day. It's going to be starting in a few seconds. All right. I can't see anything. All right, guys, I think that's it. Have a good rest of your day, everybody.